The 5 most possible dangerous volcanic eruptions of 2025 Kilauea volcanoes are some of Earth's most powerful, and Kilauea, Hawaii, unpredictable natural wonders, capable of wiping out whole landscapes in the blink of an eye. But out of over 1,500 active volcanoes, Kilauea is among the top 5 most active in the entire world. I kid you not. When this volcano erupts, it unleashes rivers of molten lava that causes real havoc in the streets of Hawaii. Just look at how it destroys whatever is in its path. Homes are not safe, and the entire region is in threat. For decades, Kilauea has been erupting so frequently that it's become a magnet for millions of tourists and scientists. Since 1983, Kilauea has been in a nearly constant state of eruption, with some moments that were downright wild. Over the years, it's completely transformed Hawaii's landscape, covering almost 40 square miles with lava, and even adding more than 875 acres to the island's coastline. But then came 2018, a year no one in Hawaii will ever forget. Kilauea went all out, erupting for months on end. Rivers of lava destroyed over 700 homes, forced thousands of people to evacuate, and totally reshaped parts of the island. If that wasn't enough, the eruption triggered a massive 6.9 earthquake, the biggest Hawaii had seen in over 40 years. It was a stark reminder of just how connected volcanic and seismic activity really are. After the chaos of 2018, Kilauea seemed to calm down a bit. For a while, its eruptions were small and confined to the Halemaumau crater. But in December 2020, it woke up again, and lava started flowing within the summit caldera. That eruption lasted for months, proving that Kilauea wasn't done yet. Fast forward to early 2024, and things started getting suspicious. Swarms of earthquakes near the summit had scientists worried. Why? Because those quakes often mean magma is moving underground, basically nature's way of saying something big might be coming. And they were right. In June 2024, Kilauea erupted in a remote part of Volcanoes National Park. It only lasted 12 hours, but it was intense, with lava flows and clouds of volcanic gas. Then just a few months later in September, the volcano erupted again, this time in Napau Crater. Over 5 days, it went through 4 dramatic phases, spreading lava over an area larger than 880,000 square meters. Now, scientists at the U.S. Geological Survey and Hawaiian Volcano Observatory are on high alert. They're using every high-tech tool they've got to keep a close eye on Kilauea. And as we look ahead to 2025, one thing's for sure: Kilauea isn't done making its mark. 1 The Reykjanes Peninsula. The Reykjanes Peninsula. Since its last eruption in 2023, the Reykjanes Peninsula in Iceland has erupted 7 times in 2024 alone. In recent years, it has become one of the most active volcanic zones on the planet, located on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates slowly drift apart. This area is a geological wonderland of fissures, craters, and steaming geothermal fields. After lying silent for nearly 800 years, the region dramatically reawakened in 2021, marking what experts believe could be the start of a prolonged era of volcanic activity. Since then, the eruptions have been relentless. In August 2022, and again in July 2023, new fissures erupted, releasing lava and triggering swarms of earthquakes, some exceeding magnitudes of 5.0, as magma pushed its way beneath the surface. And 2024 has taken things up a notch. 7 eruptions so far, with the most recent in August. That eruption, near the town of Grindavik, was the largest yet, with lava spreading across a staggering 15.8 square kilometers and causing the ground to sink by 40 centimeters. This isn't just a spectacle, it's a serious risk. The Reykjanes Peninsula is home to 70% of Iceland's population, its only year-round international airport, and vital geothermal power plants. Thousands of residents and tourists have already been evacuated from towns and resorts as lava flows and ash clouds threaten lives and infrastructure. Scientists are warning that this wave of volcanic activity could last not just years, but decades, or even centuries. The stakes are high, and as we approach 2025, all signs point to another year of violent eruptions on the Reykjanes Peninsula. Hey guys, just a moment. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure to hit that bell icon. Now let's jump right back. Mount Merapi. Standing at 2,968 meters, 9,737 feet, tall, Mount Merapi, aptly nicknamed the Fiery Mountain, is one of the most active and dangerous volcanoes in Indonesia. Located just north of Yogyakarta, on the island of Java, it has erupted regularly since at least 1548, making it both a geological marvel and a constant threat to the surrounding communities. Just 2 years ago, on March 11th, 2023, Mount Merapi unleashed a terrifying pyroclastic flow during one of its eruptions. This deadly avalanche of scorching gas and volcanic debris raced down the slopes at lightning speed, covering 3.7 kilometers, 2.3 miles, in just about 20 seconds. And everything caught in the flow was burnt to a crisp. What makes Mount Merapi especially deadly are its pyroclastic flows, scorching avalanches of hot gas, ash, and volcanic material that can barrel down its slopes at terrifying speeds. These flows, often triggered by the collapse of the lava dome at the summit, have caused widespread devastation in the past, catching many by surprise. Merapi's history is marked by catastrophic eruptions, with some of the most destructive occurring in 1006 and 1930. The 1930 eruption alone claimed over 1,300 lives, highlighting the volcano's deadly potential. Despite the risks, people continue to live near Merapi because its volcanic soil is incredibly fertile, making it ideal for farming. The mountain is also deeply rooted in local culture and traditions, viewed as sacred by many. Each year, a priest ascends to the summit to perform rituals and offer gifts in hopes of keeping the mountain calm. Since late 2020, Merapi has shown alarming signs of activity once again, with frequent lava avalanches and minor eruptions. Residents are now being warned to stay at least 3 to 7 kilometers from the summit. Scientists are monitoring the volcano closely, using tools to track seismic activity and changes in its shape. With its fiery past and the recent uptick in activity, Merapi could be gearing up for another major eruption. For those living nearby, it's not a matter of if, but when. Mount Teide, towering 3,718 meters above Tenerife. Mount Teide isn't just Spain's highest peak. It's a volcanic powerhouse with a restless history. While it hasn't erupted since 1909, scientists are clear. Teide is far from asleep. Its volcanic history, ongoing activity, and location near populated areas make it a fascinating, yet potentially dangerous feature of the Canary Islands. Despite over a century of dormancy, Mount Teide continues to remind us of its potential. Its summit hosts active fumaroles, constantly venting sulfur dioxide and other volcanic gases, a clear sign that magma is still churning beneath. Occasional seismic activity adds to the evidence that Tidey is very much alive. The alarm bells got louder in November 2024 when a swarm of 500 minor earthquakes rattled the region. Even more concerning, recent studies reveal subtle but significant changes in the volcano's behavior. Ground deformation around Tidey suggests magma might be building up deep below the surface, a precursor to possible future eruptions. If Tidey were to erupt again, the impact could be enormous. Tenerife is home to nearly 1 million residents and attracts millions of tourists annually, making it one of the most visited destinations in the world. Its volcanic potential is not just a scientific curiosity. It's a looming concern for the safety of the region's people and economy. Mount Nyiragongo. Mount Nyiragongo is an incredible yet dangerous volcano located in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Part of the Virunga Mountains, it's world-famous for housing the largest lava lake on the planet, towering 11,385 feet, 3,470 meters, high. Its massive crater spans 1.3 miles, 2 kilometers, wide, and plunges 820 feet, 250 meters, deep. But beneath its beauty lies a volatile force, making it one of the most dangerous volcanoes on Earth. What sets Mount Nyiragongo apart is its incredibly fluid lava. Unlike the slow, thick lava of most volcanoes, Nyiragongo's lava races downhill like water, reaching speeds of up to 60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per hour. This terrifying speed has led to catastrophic consequences. During the 1977 eruption, the lava moved so quickly that it engulfed entire villages and claimed many lives, catching people off guard in the middle of the night. Another devastating eruption struck in January 2002, when cracks opened around the volcano, releasing torrents of lava that flowed straight into the city of Goma. The destruction was immense. Goma was split into 3 sections, fires raged throughout the city, and over 100,000 people were left homeless. Toxic gases filled the air, adding to the crisis for those who survived the lava's path. More recently, in May 2021, Mount Nyiragongo erupted again. Although the lava narrowly avoided Goma, it still caused widespread panic and destruction. Thousands of residents fled their homes, and at least 31 people lost their lives. The aftermath left the city struggling with contaminated water supplies and damaged infrastructure, a harsh reminder of Nyiragongo's deadly power. Yet despite its dangers, Mount Nyiragongo continues to attract adventurers from around the world. Hikers endure the steep climb to the summit to see the glowing red lava lake, a spectacular sight that comes alive at night. Scientists are keeping a vigilant eye on Mount Nyiragongo, monitoring seismic activity and gas emissions for warning signs of future eruptions. Its frequent activity and history of destruction raise concerns that another eruption could occur as soon as 2025. As we approach 2025, the question isn't if Nyiragongo will erupt again, but when and how prepared we'll be to face its fiery wrath. And that's a wrap for today. But don't worry, that was just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to jaw-dropping discoveries and educated predictions. If you're craving more updated information on volcanoes and earthquakes,